Welcome to the Jan Podcast, Season 1, Episode 30. Dun, 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 dun. And they said it couldn't be done. There's my cat in the background. They didn't say it couldn't be done. They just say after your third episode, most people ditch it. But I like pain and suffering, so here I am. hmm Me and my mug group, we are ready. We are ready. Feeling good about that No Kings protest. Been wearing my No Kings hat for quite some time now. But that's all I'm going to say about that. My first subject of today, believe it or not, is not a traffic peeve, but it is a peeve. Well, it's not a peeve. It's just something I noted about this guy in this car. I was driving. I think it was in town. I was driving, and I saw this car in front of me, and it had this really tiny dude in it. And would you like to know how I knew that? I'll tell you how I knew that. I could see his dinky little elbow pointing out of the window, sticking straight up in the air, like a child almost. Like he was so small, his elbow was way up in the air. I was like, man, that's rough. That's rough. Cause what are you gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do? Yeah, but there's no hiding that that dude was very small. But he was also cool because he had his arm out the window, right? Yeah, it was pretty funny. But it's funny because that same morning that I saw him, I was on the freeway and I was behind this well, I guess more like, why is it that people that drive the newer versions of muscle cars drive so slow? I'm like, man, you're in a Camaro. Move, go, dude. You're in a Charger. What the fuck's wrong with you? I get your car going. The Mustang I can understand because it's not a Mustang anymore. But the other ones, come on, man. Find the damn gas pedal. Seriously. I mean, I know you're probably scared you're gonna get a ticket, but come on. It's not like it's once in a while either. It's like almost every single one I run into. I'm like, really? You have a muscle car? You lost your muscle car card. So, let's see. I lost my train of thought because I was bitching again. I did try to watch Play Dirty. I think I might have been too tired to watch it, and it was actually kind of, I don't know if it was just boring or if I was just really tired, but it was not holding my attention. There were like bits and pieces that would, and then I'd just start nodding off. So I can't tell you it was a great movie because I really can't remember. I think I was falling asleep through most of it. I might check it out again, but from what I did see, it really, I don't know, didn't float my boat, if you know what I mean. But I did make up for that, and I started watching James Bond movies. So the old school Bond, Sean Connery is definitely my favorite Bond. So I watched, let's see, every one of his I watched up to Diamonds Are Forever. I didn't get to the one he did with Kim Basinger, and then I started the first two for Roger Moore, and then everything after that's kind of boo boo. But then you get the Pierce Brosnan and stuff, and he's great. So I like all of his. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of Daniel Craig though. I don't particularly care for that Bond. And what's his name? Timothy Dalton. I don't like his Bond either. Apparently his Bond is the closest to the book. But it yeah, and George Lazenby, nah, not my cup of tea. But I would Roger Moore's not bad. He was just kind of campy once it got to like Octopussy and fucking. Come on, man, jeez. It was just so 70s. Oh gosh. Speaking of the 70s, in the 70s, we used to have like a nice little river area in our county, I guess you'd say, because it's not just in our town, it's in other towns too. It's long enough, the river goes long enough where it goes through multiple towns, but they have a nice little setup where they have like little areas you can go to chill. Um, and if you wanted to, they all kind of connect eventually. So you could go really far up and hit the river at a higher point and at a different park or a different way to get to it, and you could inner tube all the way down the river down to your hometown again. You could leave a car there, you go to the other edge, someone drops you off, you go, and you're gone for like 4 hours. Inner tubing, and you come back burnt and wiped out, and yeah. It was a lot of fun though. We used to inner tube all the time. We didn't always go the 4 hour route. Usually it was like maybe you'd go up into maybe like just beyond the foothills, and you'd hit the water there or right at the foothills. And you could get a cool hour and a half out of that, and that would be a lot of fun. And that's where most of the people were anyways. So you would see other people like maybe on rafts, because there was like companies that let you raft along there, because there's some little rapids here and there, nothing great when the water's up actually, when we actually have water in this dry ass state. But yeah, we used to go rafting. I'd go with my friends inner tubing all the time. I rafted one time. I'm going to tell the story. I wish Sally was here, but I'm going to tell the story of when we went rafting. We had gotten this big ass freaking raft, this rubber raft, and we were like, "Yay, rubber raft!" And we're gonna go rafting. And Mom drops us off way the fuck up, and this is gonna be like a cool hour, 2 hour trip right down the river. So Mom goes down to the end to wait for us, and we're going along, and there's a little bit of rapids, and we realize this fucking raft has a hole in it, so it's slowly losing air as we go along, and it's like a hole in the bottom too, so it's getting wet as we float down the water, being prepared like you were, right? No life jackets that I can remember, but we uh we were we were going along, we hit a little bit of rapids, and we noticed that the creek was getting thinner and thinner, and then the creek just kind of stopped. And we are like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, there was no water. It had dried up through there, and we're like, "Oh my gosh." So it was like I don't even know how long that section was. We left the riverbed because it was mushy, and we went up this hill to like almost like a kind of like a little, almost like an animal sidetrack, you know what I mean? Like a trail, like an animal trail, maybe a deer or something like that. So we were taking that trail and carrying the freaking raft on top of us. And I'm just a little kid, okay? I mean, Sally's even littler, okay? So my poor dad is like carrying her half the time, and half the half of the raft, which, this is what makes you think that your dad's a hero, this kind of crap, because he could do that. He could pick her up, carry her, and carry half the raft while I carry the other half. And we finally we finally got back to the water. We got in. We started just going down the creek again. And I mean, the rest of it was pretty fun, but we were still struggling with the raft losing air and the water coming in, and we were tired and hot from that walk, and we didn't have any water, and oh my god, it was just a mess. So by the time we got down to where Mom was waiting, she was like in a panic because we had taken so damn long. But yeah, that was one of those fun rafting stories. It's like the driest I've ever seen that creek. I don't think I've ever seen any part of that creek that dry. I've seen it pretty dry, but not where it's bone dry, like you can't even raft. I don't even know where the fish were. But yeah, that was as fucked up as that was. It was actually one of those memories that I have, because I could see my dad handle a situation that I was sitting here going, "What are we gonna do?" And he's like, "This is what we're gonna do." Boop, and we did it. And like I said, he carried her and the raft, and it was hot as hell, and I know he was tired. It just gave me more respect for him. And then I let the fact that the fucking raft was not holding air, and the raft was holding water. So yeah, I let those slide because he did that. But yeah, that was one of those fun trips. I don't regret it at all. At the moment, I did. When I was carrying that hot ass thing, yeah, fuck yeah, I was regretting it. But afterwards, I was like, no, that was worth it. It never stopped me from hitting the creek again and getting on inner tube or in a raft. Never stopped me. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that little story. Reminded me of my dad. Oh man. Oh no, I hate to be gross, but as I'm getting older, I realize that my bladder lies to me. I'm probably not the only one whose bladder likes to fucking play games with them, but every now and then I'm back at my desk and our bathroom is a long ass walk down the warehouse. It is a long fucking walk. So you wait until you really gotta go, or you kind of go before you even need to, just to avoid having to walk. But at this particular time, I didn't think that I needed to go that bad, but it was literally the only thing on my damn mind. And that's not usually how it is. Usually I can ignore it, but it was just fucking front and center. I'm like, fine, fine, I'll walk and I'll go to the goddamn bathroom. And I'm walking up the floor and I'm like, holy shit, am I gonna make it? Holy crap. And I'm walking a little faster and a little, and people want to chit chat. I'm like, can't talk, gotta go, gotta go. I'm bebopping through there trying to get to that toilet as quick as I can. When I finally get into the bathroom and I'm literally fighting the urge to pee while I'm trying to get my fucking pants down. I'm like, no, you have to wait. You can't go yet. And then you go and you sit down and it just kind of trickles out. And you're like, what the fuck is this? You're like, no, no, you, you told me the entire way over here and when I was at my desk that I had to pee. Like it was a freaking emergency, like to the point where I was going to piss myself. And then I sit on the toilet and barely anything comes out. What the fuck is that all about? I have to imagine that that's like old age or I don't know, old bladder syndrome. I don't know. Man, maybe I need to start doing some fucking kegels. I don't know if that'll even help for that. I have no idea. Oh my god. Yeah, that was fucking annoying. That happened today. I was like literally running up there. I'm like, "Oh," and I'm like, "What? What is this? Where's the pee? You almost made me piss my pants and it would have just been a trickle. What the hell?" Felt like it would have been a flood, but hey, I guess I'll take it for what it is. Oh my god. That's funny. Oh shit. I did want to talk about my soccer days, but I intend to have a friend from those days as a guest. So I don't want to tell all the stories. But I do want to share um my experience in high school for it. I mean, by then I was already playing league soccer, but when we got into high school, we didn't have a girls soccer team. Okay, there was a boys soccer team. There was no girls soccer team. So my freshman year, I had to play on the boys JV team. Okay, me and I think it was two other girls, two or three other girls, maybe four. I don't know. There was like three or four of us, but I played a little bit because I played goalie, so I got to play a little bit more than they did. But it just kind of sucked that there wasn't a girls fucking team for high school. It was fucking annoying, and I guarantee it's 1979, 80. Soccer had just started taking off um in our town anyways. I mean, at that point in the 80s, the early 80s, well, 79, 80 year was the year we finally put together like a district team to go play to try to make the state team. And by then, I think we still didn't have high school teams. Even though we had a district team to play for the state team, we still didn't have a high school team. And then on top of that, it was only maybe like the third year that we had girls soccer in the league. So it was still pretty new, and people were still trying to figure out soccer and who was what and who could do what and what played what position. And that's how I met a lot of my friends. Some of the people that meant the most to me back then were my soccer buddies, man. I mean, we had a lot of good times, and you'll hear about some of them. But this particular is our efforts, our grand efforts to get high school soccer for girls. Um, we it was all the girls that were already playing in the league soccer. Okay, we all got together, and that includes girls in other towns, in the other local towns that we played against our sports teams against. Um, we all got together and we got a petition to force the school to start a girls soccer team, and every single every single school got inundated by us, and we went in there and we got it done. And the next year we had a girls soccer team. And thank you very much, right? And that's how soccer got started at our high schools. That would be circa 81 around there, yeah. So, but yeah, so it was kind of cool being a pioneer, so to speak. I was lucky enough to be one of the first league soccer players. I played on a boys team for a couple of years, and then I was lucky enough to be a pioneer for high school, and then I was lucky enough to be the first district team for our whole town, our whole counties. And then I got lucky enough to make the state team. So I had a good run. My knee kind of took care of that for me, but other than that, I had a decent run, and it was a lot of fun. And truthfully, I can't wait for my friend to come on so we can tell some of the stories from those times, especially the district team. I know we have some great stories from that. It's pretty funny. I mean, we have many stories, anyways, because we met when we were trying out for the district team. We both played goalie. Oh, no, we didn't both play goalie. Neither one of us actually played goalie. We were in the goal fucking around, kicking the ball around, and everyone was trying to score off us, and no one could. And we were enjoying the fact that we were blocking everyone's shot and no one could get a ball in the net. We were having a lot of fun with that. And that's how we met. And we didn't even realize that the season before that we had gotten into a fist fight in the middle of the field. We didn't even know we were the ones. Oh, that's so funny. It just shows you. It's just, the power of the sport. It's not anything personal. But yeah. So that will be a future episode. I want to do like a Halloween episode next week, and I want to like feature. I'm gonna just grind on Halloween movies, the fun ones though, not the gory ones. Like I want to watch Hocus Pocus. They're supposed to be doing a Hocus Pocus 3. That'll be fun. That'll probably be next year. So I can watch Hocus Pocus 1, Hocus Pocus 2. I mean, some movies aren't even Halloween, but they're Halloween-y theme, like Practical Magic. I like watching that. I like watching The House with a Clock in Its Walls because that's kind of pumpkin-y themed. So it'll be a fun movie spurt. I am missing my dog. I won't lie. It's kind of weird not having her at my feet or hacking or choking while I'm trying to talk or barking. I want to get another one, and I definitely want to go to the shelter to get it. But every time I see those places, the pound, I'm like, why are we still fucking killing animals? Why are we still killing them? We don't need to kill them. Why don't we just fix them, find them a home? Fix them, find them a home. Fix them all. Every animal that gets caught gets fixed. Fix them. Stop the rampant breeding. We could control this. I mean, we could do it. We just have to fucking put our foot down and be tired of these animals being fucking slaughtered. It's tough for me to pick a dog when I know if I don't pick it, it's gonna die tomorrow. How am I supposed to fucking live with that? I have like a huge conscience. That fucking weighs so heavy on me. Like I'm having a difficult time finding one because it weighs so heavy on me. I just want to take them all. What the fuck am I gonna do? Uh, See now, if I can get this podcast going, I can get rich. I'll buy a doggy farm and I'll fucking take them all. Every goddamn one with a red tag, I'm gonna fucking take them home. I'll do it too. Don't think I won't. Don't think I won't. But yeah, I think that's about all I have for this week. Like I said, I want to make it a Halloween theme next week. I might ask my friend. She's like the fucking queen of Halloween, literally the queen of Halloween for as long as I've known her. She may be down for talking about how fun Halloween is. She always throws the best fucking parties. So I might ask her if she's interested in chit chatting next week and see if I can bring her on for the Halloween theme one. But until then, it's the usual. The things I bring to you every single time, right? Spay and neuter, right? Spay and neuter your freaking animal, all right? Yeah. Adopt. Don't shop. Adopt. They need you, baby. They need you. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. So, all right. Well, enjoy, and I will catch you next time on the show, Jan Podcast. Like, follow, share. Meh. Peace out.